What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. We got the full squad in the building today. CDubb's here, Bobby's here. We're going to get into some topics today. We're going to talk about under the radar Bears that could help the team exceed expectations. Ryan Pace signing a bunch of former Bears down there in Atlanta and what that could mean. We're also going to talk about things that we hope to see from this offense, defense, and the coaching staff during the upcoming preseason games. We're going to do all that and more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, beautiful people. So, CDubb Bobby, them Cognac boys. First topic for today: under the radar Bears who could help the team exceed expectations. Try to keep this at one each. Who wants to take this one away first?
Okay, I'll take it away real fast.
Ahead.
Okay.
For the defense, I'm gonna go with Eddie Jackson because I think he need a big year for to help those young guys.
Under the radar, though.
I think that's under the radar. I think that's under the radar because a lot of people want Eddie Jackson to be traded. I've been hearing that, and a lot of people just don't have confidence in the guy. So under the radar, I expect him to have a good year this year. And Cole Kmet, I expect him to have a good year too. He needs to have a big year for this team to succeed this upcoming season. Because what is a young quarterback's friend? A good defense and a tight end.
Great tight end. Yep, definitely.
Hey.
All right, I like those picks. What you got, Bobby?
I'm going to go with somebody, bro. I believe me and CDubb only talked about him once. Maybe, Haize, you probably talked about him once. But this guy sits on the interior D line. That's Justin Jones. Look, the numbers don't pop out like crazy. He only had 3 sacks last year with the LA Chargers. But look, if we want to go ahead and help these edge rushers, you need interior pressure. You need to be pushing O-linemen in the lap of quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, and Buddy from Detroit, Jared Goff. There we go. So that'd be my under the radar simply because we only time we really talked about him is when we signed him. You know what I'm saying? So hey, he's expected to start. So let's do something, my boy.
All right, cool. Both of my picks are in the running game, and I'm going to go Kari Blasingame. And the reason why, right? When's the last time the Bears had a fullback?
Man, I can't remember.
For real.
And
who was the last one?
The fact that they did focus on bringing in a fullback, and much to CDubb's point, right? Tight end, yes, is a quarterback's best friend. But a fullback to be in there blocking and to kind of be an outlet on some of those passing routes, as well as run the ball maybe unexpectedly, could be a huge thing that helps. I'm not saying he's going to come in and necessarily like kill anything or like have 1,000 yards or anything like that, but I do think that he can be an underrated part of this game, of this team, that then helps us maybe be a little bit better than what some people are expecting. On the same note, Khalil Herbert. Listen, we all know what David Montgomery means to this team, but Khalil Herbert may be the reason why David Montgomery isn't brought back on whatever type money that he wants to. And I look at Khalil Herbert as somebody who, having a two-pronged approach on that running game, having 2 running backs that really can do damage at any point in time, can completely make this offense a little bit more dynamic than I think what some people are thinking it can be, especially if they end up having to run the ball because we may not have the best protection for Justin Fields. So I'm looking at both of those players being kind of underrated picks and that can help take the Bears to new heights possibly. What do you guys think?
I think that's pretty good, but I think if we can get Montgomery to not try to request a lot of money and you can hold these guys for a couple years so we can get like a little duo going like how the Cleveland Browns had with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, that'll be vicious. And you notice that Nick Chubb and Hunt, they alleviate a lot of pressure off Baker Mayfield at his time in Cleveland. So hopefully we can get something like that. It'll be spicy.
Okay, for sure. One other person I want to throw out there that I honestly thought when you guys would pick Thomas Graham Jr. Like, we know what the 2 starting cornerbacks are going to be, but him coming in as that slot cornerback can do a lot as well for that Bears defense and maybe surprise some people if he's able to really hold his own and help on that in that secondary. So that's somebody else I wanted to just throw out there.
I think that's a good pick. Since Nagy couldn't figure it out until the damn last 4 games of the season, what do we do?
That's crazy, man. So we had some moves happen around the NFL, man. Not necessarily Bears moves, but I don't think we're gonna talk about the Baker Mayfield joint, but the fact that Baker Mayfield went for a 5th round pick is bananas to me, bro. Like bananas to me.
Hey, I'm just happy for Baker.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm glad that he got up out of there. He's in an actual, American city now, not Cleveland, so that's going to do well for him as well. Everybody knows my hate of the city of Cleveland. But with that being said, the Falcons, man, Ryan Pace over there, bro, is bringing in a lot of former Bears. Now, most of these are in depth roles, right? But Eddie Goldman was signed by the Atlanta Falcons. He joins Damian Williams, Jermaine Ifedi, Demir Bird, Elijah Wilkinson, and Tez Tabor, all former Bears who are now on the Atlanta Falcons roster. That's crazy, right?
That's nuts.
Trying to bring them back.
That's nuts, but
Pace just don't learn, bro. Like, how did Ryan Pace get another job in the NFL?
Oh no, man! He got some inside connections, baby.
Did the Atlanta Falcons owner say, "Hey, man, listen, we want to get rid of a lot of picks, so we're gonna bring you in. We're gonna need you to get rid of a lot of that draft capital. Go ahead and send it away. We don't even need it." That's real.
Eddie Goldman, man. I hope he just brought him in to just to help his new team out, because you can't trust Eddie Goldman, man. He more injured than he is playing on the field, man, for the last couple years.
But you know what's funny about that is that as many people who talk about all the veterans that the Bears gave up, most of the veterans that we gave up were not only just because they were going to command big money, but it's because they couldn't stay on the field.
Yes. You could go all of them. Khalil Mack.
Mack. Don't get me wrong, I love Khalil Mack, but the dude could not stay on the field.
He could not stay on the field, dude. It's just crazy, man, what injuries can make you do, man. Khalil Mack, you'll never think about trading a guy like this. He's an all-world player when he on the field. But if he ain't playing, what good is he? You know what I'm saying? So bye-bye.
Money, right? Like, yeah, man. Like I know Bears fans and Bears naysayers are point to all the talent that we lost, and we lost some very big talent, right? Don't get me wrong, but I think looking at the NFL is better equipped, in my opinion. It's better equipped to go from being at the bottom to mid-tier to maybe a contender quicker than like the NBA. In the NBA, it could take 5 to 6 years, right? In the NFL, we really see most of the time it's about a 3-year. If you have a good front office, you go from being low in the standings to towards the top of the standings in 3 years if you have a really good front office.
Yeah,
right,
and
because
go ahead, nephew.
I was gonna say, because isn't it like something that happens every year? The teams that made the playoffs last year, like half of them don't make it the next year, or something like that.
Exactly. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. All you need to do is like find a quarterback. Like, you got to find a competent quarterback, and it starts there. Then you get to start winning, build your defense, build your offensive line. Find a running back. It ain't about running backs this time. I don't think it's running backs. They falling out of favor at the NFL.
It's just a lot of really good running backs,
but it is a lot. But and they got the shelf life about 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like a bread loaf. It's like Wonder Bread. If you don't eat right away, it's gonna be spoiled.
By next week.
That is funny.
My son found out real quick. Now it's always, Dad, can I get a peanut butter and jelly? Can I get the peanut butter and jelly?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I know this completely has nothing to do with football, but to this day, a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich still slaps.
Let's get it, baby.
I don't care how old I get.
Tell me, y'all grown ass.
Absolutely. I'm not even. Hey. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Like seriously, when I'm hungry, well, not really hungry, but when I need a little something, but I'm not actually hungry, I'm gonna make me either a grilled cheese or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich off rip, man.
Hey. Come with them grilled cheese, baby.
I love me some grilled cheese, bro.
What?
I love grilled cheese, bro.
What?
Hey, listen, this is Chicago Food Central.
We ain't even start talking about noodles yet. We ain't talking about ramen yet.
Oh, man, listen, it's a completely different, like some people eat their ramen as ramen, but then when you turn that mug into an actual meal, when you deck it out, come on, man.
They don't know. It don't even tell them. If they don't know, they don't need to know. On the real.
Let's go ahead and move. Let's get back to football, right? So the next topic is things that we want to see from the offense, the defense, and the coaching staff during the preseason games. We're leading into preseason. Finally going to get actual games here sooner rather than later. I can't wait. It feels like we've been covering nothing but speculation and moves since we started this show, but we actually get to talk about some games coming up here soon.
Yes,
what are one thing each that you want to see from the offense, defense, and coaching staff during this preseason?
Go ahead, nephew.
So first, offensively, man, I just want to see good O-line protection. I believe the offense starts there. If you can get some protection for Jay Fields, you let that kid work his magic. I believe he got a lot of tools in his bag, but it starts with that O-line. Don't have my man out here like a chicken with his head cut off, goddamn. And then on defense, I just want to see. I'm not expecting him to be great this year. I still feel like we can improve in some areas. I believe we still got some questions on that D line. I believe the secondary will be good, but we still got questions. Same thing with the middle linebackers. But I need to see at least an average. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what we was doing last year. We blowing plays. Eddie Jackson throwing his hands up like he don't know what the hell going on, et cetera, et cetera. And then from this coaching staff, I got high expectations for them. First and foremost, we need to establish a culture. I said it too many damn times that this team was very undisciplined last year, in my opinion, and we need to establish that culture. We need to bring the monster of the midway back. We need to have some damn fun with Chicago football again, and then provide the fans and your team with a direction. Where are we going? What's the next step? And then finally, we need relief of the diarrhea. Y'all know when y'all got the BGs and your stomach hurt after you ate that bad food that we was just talking about. That's what Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace left us with last year. So we need to get that Pepto-Bismol and like the commercials say, clear it out. Diarrhea.
This boy lost his man.
This dude is wild, bro. I did not expect it to take that turn. Shout out to Bobby on that.
Oh my goodness, bro.
The Nagyitis must be cleared, is what he said. The Nagyitis must be cleared. All right,
okay.
In a simpler form.
Basically, this preseason, I want both of my units, both of them got the same goals. This all I want from both of them. Offense is a little bit of difference. They're gonna be running vanilla stuff out there. Let's run these vanilla plays, whatever we run out there, and look competent out there doing it. Look like a NFL team out there. Because for the last couple of years, we haven't had a real NFL offense. So let's be healthy when the preseason games end. Let's know what we're doing out there on the field. And let's not look lost on the offense side of the ball. And on the defensive ball, I want to see some solid tackling. Run those vanilla plays as best you can. I want to see, don't look lost out there. And I want to see some health. The most important thing for me from both units is health. That's all I want.
And the coaching staff?
Right.
Coaching staff, I would say health to them, but they ain't doing nothing. But just make the game plan. If you run a game plan for the preseason,
don't play Madden with real people.
Make it look normal, like a normal NFL head coach. We don't want to see end arounds and all this other bullshit. Just run the vanilla plays. We just want to see some action, baby.
All right. All right, man. For me, on the offensive side, I want to see execution and I want to see versatility. I want to see creativity as well from this offense. I know we don't have the biggest names, the flashiest names, but I want to see an offensive scheme that actually, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The Bears have never had an offensive scheme in my lifetime that you look at and be like, this is Bears offense. We've had that with defense, but never with offense.
I agree with that.
Start building that.
I say a tad bit. 2018, that was the problem.
That's fair.
That's Matt Nagy's first year. You was like, oh shit, they got Akeem Hicks doing this. Oh
That's
yeah, they doing it. And then after that, straight downhill, back to bull crap. So I give it just 1 year in recent memory. That's it.
but yeah, I just want to see. I want to see Justin Fields take a lead. But out of all of that, I just want to see cohesion. I want to see an offensive scheme that, while it may not be successful because we do need more talent on the team, you can start seeing the bones of, hey, Once we start putting it together, this offense may be dangerous. That's what I want to see on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I'm going to take what Kyler Gordon said to us before. I think it was either him or Brisker. I want to see attacking the ball and forcing turnovers. That's it. I want to see the monsters of the midway return. That's what I want to see. Some hard hitting defense. I want to go back to when people were fearful of playing against the Chicago Bears. And I'm not expecting it to completely turn around in one season, but I want to see the step in that. When you look at just the talent that we have on this team, man, I know that it's not the big name talent and things like that, but you look at the secondary. Almost every member of the secondary, you can see it if things go the right way, them being damn near stars in this league. I want to see that. I want to see some identity from our defense. The Bears are a better team when we have identity on the defensive side of the ball. It makes everything so much easier.
Preach. Better too.
That's it, man. Exactly. Football is better when the Bears are good, man. I'm telling you guys.
Preach.
And then on the coaching staff side, I want to see development, man. I want to see we got so many young players on this team. I want to see trust, and it seems like that's what we're going to get. But I want to see them actually develop players. I don't want to keep seeing the Bears players that we have that come in, they do their 3-year cycle, and they're out. I want to start seeing some continuity on this Bears team and developing from within. I want to see some of that, and some of that is also on the front office, right? Because you have to draft players to bring players to this team that you can develop within. But that's what I want to start seeing, man. I just want to start seeing them just put players in the right position, man. And it seems like they're going to be trusting. We may have 2 or 3 rookies starting on the offensive line. We're going to have a bunch of rookies starting on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to be a really young team, and I want to see them really cultivate that in the players that they can. And let's find some stars in this young pack, but that's up to the coaching staff to put these players in the right position.
Man, absolutely. Well said. I got a question for you guys real quick. Both sides of the ball, offensive, defense, which is the best unit, the offense or the defensive unit, starting unit? Is that clear cut? I think it's the defense, clearly.
I think so. I think the defense, to me, is in a better, you can look at the defense and kind of figure out, hey, this is what this guy's going to do. This is what this guy's going to do. Even if it's not the greatest thing, there are so many question marks on the offense, mainly because that offensive line is a big ass question mark. And that's where it starts. If you don't have a good offensive line, you can't run the ball. You can't pass the ball. You can't get no protection. Justin Fields won't be able to go through his progressions. So all of that really depends on that. So if I had to say which one's better, I would say right now, to me, the defense is in a better position than the offense.
I agree with that.
I agree with both of y'all. I think the defense is definitely. I think it's just the schemes and stuff will be more easier to grasp with that defense and stuff like that. So just to keep it simple.
For sure.
Absolutely. All right, man. Last topic of the day. We've talked about it before. Seems like the Bears move to Arlington Heights is going to happen in a few years. Last thing that I read said that it'll probably be 3 to 5 years before it actually gets off the ground and going. In the meantime, it seems like Chicago is exploring putting a dome on Soldier Field. Keep in mind, Soldier Field is the oldest stadium in the NFL. You're going to throw and the smallest stadium in the NFL. You're going to throw a dome on it. You're going to make us feel even more. Listen, to me personally, right? Chicago football is almost identified with playing outside, right? That Chicago snow, when it hits and you get those rare games, that's almost identifiable as the C on the side of the damn helmet to me personally. But what do you guys think about the potential of putting a dome on Soldier Field?
I think this is the worst idea in the world. I would hate to say this because I really don't want Chicago Bears football to leave the actual borderlines of Chicago. But if y'all gonna put a dome on Soldier Field, I'm glad going to Arlington Heights. I'll take the drive to Arlington Heights, bro. I don't want the Chicago Bears to turn into some Detroit Lions and old school Minnesota Vikings playing inside domes all safe. And they scared of the weather. And then when they go play other teams that play outside, guess what happens to them? They get ran up out the field. Chicago Bears playing outside is all about toughness. And it represents this city, which is it's the toughest city in the United States of America, baby. Don't ever try to put my team under no damn roof, baby.
All right. No. Listen, that's the passion. That's that passion right there.
Baby.
Man, look. First and foremost,
Walter
Agree
Payton
with both
rolling
of
over
both
in
of
his
them.
grave.
I agree with both of y'all, rightfully so. I will hate to go to Arlington Heights though. Man, you got you right here. You got Lake Michigan, the Shedd Aquarium, the Buckingham Fountain. You go right down the street, hit a couple blocks. You get the Garrett's popcorn. Not it ain't that far a drive away from the United Center. It'll be a sad thing to do. But I don't think you should put a dome on the stadium, man. You like CDubb said, that stadium epitomizes toughness. And then I believe you kind of treat it like baseball. You know what I'm saying? Each stadium has their own special thing that they got out there to have like a advantage over their opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Dallas Cowboys, the way I don't even really talk about it, but the way they built their damn stadium, the sun always beaming right in. And if they get the coin flip, they got the opposing team playing in the sun, throwing them off. And then hate to talk about these guys too, but when you say, damn, I gotta go in January to play in Green Bay, and it's below zero, and it's cold as hell, but the home team, they've been playing like this from October all the way to January, so they got the advantage. Keep the advantage on the Bears side, man. When back in 2006, when Thomas Jones was running against the New Orleans Saints up in Soldier Field, them boys didn't know what to do because the advantage was on our side. They were cold. Yeah. They had sleeves. My boy Thomas Jones, no sleeves, running through.
No sleeve.
Come on, man. Don't put a wave cap on it. I love the waves, but don't put a wave cap on it, man. Dang.
It's just a strange thing, like especially when you look at them saying it could cost between 400 million to 1.5 billion to put a dome. Like build a new stadium.
Build a new stadium. What the hell?
And I get it. Part of the move to Arlington Heights is for space, so they can have this bigger than life type thing. Like it's gonna be like an escape, like a football escape. And I understand that, and that sounds all good, man. But I would love for them to just be able to rebuild where the current Soldier Field is, man. Like it's such an iconic spot. Like it's literally between almost every historic monument you want to see in the city of Chicago within almost walking distance.
Man,
get you one of them scooters. No, don't get one of them. I hate people who get on them scooters. Don't get on one of them. You better walk. This Chicago. You better walk to the Shedd from Soldier Field. It's not that far of a walk. It's less than a mile or something. It's not that much of a walk.
Right there.
It'd be killing me seeing people get on them scooters for freaking 150 feet. What are you doing? Damn millennials, bro, man, and Gen Zers, like them motherfuckers lazy as shit, bro. I'm fat, and I still don't have no damn hesitation to walk no motherfucking way. Like, come on,
bro, tell them, Brody.
Motherfucking Gen Zers be 150 pounds riding scooters to go 100 feet. What the fuck is y'all doing? Man, listen. Anyway,
oh my
that's
God.
a rant for another day, bro.
For real, we can't find another spot in Chicago though. Like another spot.
This is my thing.
I don't want to go to Arlington, bro.
This is my thing. In the modern day of architecture, right? I get it that it can never, if they were to rebuild where Soldier Field is, it could never be the same type of monument that is going to be out in Arlington Heights. Don't get me. I understand that, right?
Yes.
But with the way that people can design buildings now, you can't tell me that you can't build a considerably bigger stadium that can seat more people by rebuilding on that. Like that's sacred to me, man. The way that I look at it, right? Keep in mind, driving to Chicago to go to see Bears games with my dad, stuff like that. Like I look at Soldier Field, like people look at the Coliseum in Rome, bro. Like that is special to me.
Absolutely.
Walking by Soldier Field, and again, I know this is gonna sound dramatic, but I mean every word of it. Like it's a feeling when you walk by Soldier Field, man. Don't ruin that by putting no dome on that, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's gospel,
don't
man.
Do that, man.
Man,
don't
you know the legends that played in there.
That's second ground. Do you know what Steve McMichael would do looking at a dome being on Soldier Field?
Mondo!
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Dip buckets, man. Come on. Mike Dicker. Come on, man. Richard Dent. Mike Singletary. Come on, man. Stop that.
For real.
I gotta get over it, man. It's gonna, at the end of the day, right? Like the move to Arlington Heights is all but certain. They've already purchased the land. They're waiting on the deal to close. It's going to happen. What Arlington Heights is outside of the heart of the city of Chicago. It's probably like what, a 40-minute drive.
It's about a 40-minute drive.
hour.
Yeah, it's about a 40-minute drive.
I get it. I get it. It's not too far, but man, listen, I'm gonna go. Like whenever Arlington Heights opens, I'm going to try to probably go to opening day. I got to be in there, but it's like, to me, man, I already know I'm gonna walk in there and just be turning my nose up like all this Gen Z shit, like all this computer shit. You got warm seats in the Chicago Bears State. No, come on, man.
Do you think they'll make that Arlington Heights new stadium a dome stadium?
Art, bro. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, please.
No domes.
I think it gotta be a dome if they gonna do it. I think
the money that they're putting into it is going to end up being. Hopefully, it's one of those retractable domes.
I was just about to say that.
Great.
Can we at least had a roof? You know what I'm saying? Open up. God damn.
Come on, man. Come on.
They definitely don't put that dome.
They ain't listening to us though, man. But
no, they ain't listening. Green Bay laughing at us, man.
I done pissed off every Gen Zer right now. But you know, it kind of is what it is, man. Y'all got anything left before we go?
No, sir. But I'm glad to be back with the gang, man. We got content coming up, man. Training camp is coming up soon. CDubb will be there to bring you content. Stay in tune, my people.
All right now. I feel it.
Hey, and if y'all want some more of that cognac gang, go ahead and slide over Shot Boy Podcast. Y'all want some more of that, that stuff, that juice that my boy Haize be putting out there for the people every damn day. Go ahead and check out my boy at CEO Haize, and go ahead and check out that Chicago Bulls Central. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button on all platforms, including this one.
Absolutely.
They better have.
It's going to take off. It's about to be some big stuff going down. Can't wait to get actual games and be breaking that shit down. It's going to be fun. Make sure you follow us at Shy Bears Central on every social media platform. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. Chicago Bears Central at gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail, 773-270-2799. That is it from us for today. If you're a Gen Z and I offended you, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, bro.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.